Hello TBDs, welcome back to my channel. Today it's gonna be a hangout, get ready with me. I think I want to start calling these like, let's hang out while I do my makeup. I think that's what I want to do. I really love get ready with me, and I just think that they're nice to watch when there's been a lot of like makeup related videos coming at you, like product related and product reviews and all of that. I like to film these every so often just to give you updates on like what's going on with me versus just the makeup, and it's just a little bit more of a laid back video. I'm not gonna be focusing as much on the actual products that I'm using, but more just talking to you guys and hanging out while I get ready. It is 7:57 in the morning and I am at 10 minutes late as always. But if you guys like these types of videos, be sure to let me know by giving me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe because I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. There's a few products here that I haven't used in a while, a few products that I want to retest out that I don't know my full opinion on it yet. I'm first gonna go in with this Beauty Blender, the Leveler Primer. I tried this out in a wear test Wednesday. I'm not sure if it has already come out yet, like if you guys have seen that, but I figured I could retry it again today. I don't know, this just gives like a really nice effect to the skin. It is bright and sunny out this morning, which makes me want to just like go on a walk instead of go to work. I'm going to be mixing my two favorite foundation combinations as of lately. This is the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. I actually didn't mean to start like mixing these together. That was never the plan, but this is too dark for me because it's the shade Fair and it's just way too dark. But this is the shade Pearl. This is the lightest shade in both foundations actually, and look at the difference. But I started mixing them because this is too dark and this is too light for me. It kind of makes a perfect little shade for me. I really love the formula of each. The Clean Matte BB Cream gives me a little bit more matte to my skin, but then the L'Oreal foundation gives my skin a little bit of like a natural finish. I guess the first big update that I have is I've been working out a lot more. So here's the thing. I was working out in the morning time before work, and then I started trying, now I'm not recommending like anyone try this or whatever, I'm just kind of like telling you what's going on. I started trying intermittent fasting, where it sounds scarier than it really is. It's basically you just skip breakfast. Now I don't want this to be like seen as, okay, you guys should try dieting this way. No, like I don't know, you gotta take updates with a grain of salt and just kind of, you know, take them for what they are instead of reading into like deeper messages within them. I've been trying out that, so I can't work out in the morning anymore because I don't have any food in my stomach and it's just not a good time. I've tried it once and I got really lightheaded, so I definitely don't want that to happen. I've been working out when I get home from work and that's been going pretty well. So the intermittent fasting thing is you fast for 16 hours and you eat for 8. So people can have different like schedules that they do this with. It could be you fast from 8 until noon the next day. So 8 o'clock at night to noon the next day. Or you fast, which is what I'm doing, from 7 o'clock in the evening until 11, and I just have an early lunch and then I have a snack in between lunch and dinner. So I still make my green smoothie every morning that I've shown in a few vlogs, but I just have that. Instead of having it like first thing in the morning, I have it at 11 o'clock in the morning as like my early lunch. And that seems to fill me up pretty good until I get hungry for a snack at like 3:30-ish. So yeah, I think that's like the biggest change that I would say is like that's what I've been trying out, and I've lost a few pounds, which is nice with doing it. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, I wasn't getting the results that I wanted just with working out because I work out using barre, B-A-R-R-E, and it's like a mixture of yoga and Pilates and lots of squats. So I'm basically building lots of muscle in my legs, but because I'm not like hardcore with my eating, I'm not only eating vegetables and meat. I mean, I should be, but like I'm just a little bit more flexible on my diet. Like I still allow myself to have pizza and, you know, whatever. So I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. Whoa, this is burning. That's weird. That was really weird. I've never had that reaction with a Catrice concealer ever. I'm taking the Bite Beauty Power Supercharge, like whatever powder. I still don't really know my thoughts on this. I liked it. Like I like it when I use it, but I just don't know if it really keeps me matte. I don't know. So I'm going to keep trying to use it. Back to what I was saying, I haven't been really getting the results that I want just with eating a little bit better and working out, it just is not happening for me. Like, I feel like I am gaining too much muscle to notice that I'm losing weight, or for the scale to reflect that I'm losing weight. And I don't really necessarily want to like lose a bunch of weight. I want to be a little slimmer and like leaner, more toned. That's like what I want. I'm gonna take the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. So I heard about this intermittent fasting thing and I was like, well, I could try it and see how it goes. I don't expect it to be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose all this weight. But I actually am at a place that I'm losing weight with the calories that I'm taking in and still doing the same workouts that I like to do. So that's really nice. And I'm noticing differences, like even in the ability to put my belt in a little bit tighter around my waist. Like I just noticed that I'm not as bloated and my stomach is getting a little bit smaller. But mornings are very difficult, you guys. It is not easy to switch up your eating when like I've literally been eating breakfast my entire life. I'm never not gonna want breakfast in the morning, you know? It definitely was not easy to like get started on it. The first couple days that I did it sucked. But if you keep to it and you try to like just stay with it, your body gets used to it. And then in the morning, it's not as hard to like not eat till 11, which is kind of where I'm at. It's not that hard anymore. But I just make sure that my smoothie has fruit and protein and spinach in it basically. So that's kind of what's going on with like eating wise and dieting wise. I just wanted to kickstart my metabolism a little bit and help shrink my stomach a little bit so I'm not eating as much, you know, not as hungry when I do eat, and I get fuller a lot quicker. Cannot stand foundation lips. Nope. It's just so different and than what I'm used to. But I'm not mad about it. Like I do feel like I have a little bit more energy throughout the day. I'm not noticing that I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to get to the next meal. I'm so hungry and snacking. Take the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder, and the blush I went in with it was a Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush. This highlight is so pretty. It's like the perfect bridal highlight. So yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it. I don't know. I think that if you're gonna do like a diet like this, you have to be able to agree to keep doing it. You can't just do it for the time frame that you want to lose weight. Like you have to commit to it, you know, or else you're just going to gain it all back. So I think this is something that I definitely could continue doing. And I'm not perfect with it every single day. Like Friday nights, we go out to eat at 10 o'clock at night. So obviously I'm eating past my 7 o'clock time that I'm not supposed to be eating, and that's okay. And then Saturdays and Sundays, sometimes I slip up and we're eating a little bit later. And that's okay. Like you just try your best and you just get back to it the next day. Other updates. I've been reading a lot, still trying to go along with my reading goal and reading a few books, maybe at least 3 books a month. I'm a part of like 1 reading challenge and 2 book clubs every month. So I have at least 3 books to read every month. And right now I'm reading Small Great Things by Jody something. I don't know. It is a lot of a book. It is just, there's so many things in that book that make you cringe. So definitely not an easy read. As of yesterday, we were talking with my parents and kind of figure out like when's our next trip and stuff gonna be. So we're going to New York City over Thanksgiving this year, which is awesome. We're gonna go see The Music Man with Hugh Jackman in it on Broadway, which is awesome. It's like one of my mom's like dreams that she has, and so they're able to take us with them, which is super cool. So I'm very excited about that. My dad called me yesterday and was like, hey, so I'm signing us up for the lottery for the Half Dome in Yosemite. And I was like, okay. He really wants to hike that. You can look it up if you like don't know about it, but basically it's a lottery and it opens on, I guess, yesterday when I'm filming this. Right now it's March 3rd. So I guess March 2nd is when it opened, but you put in days that you want to hike the Half Dome. It's like a 17-mile hike and 5,000 feet of elevation change. It's a big deal. And he really wants to do it. And I always thought he was just like, oh, it'd be cool to do it in the future. you know, like in life. But then he's like, yeah, I'm booking them now. So he put in dates that he wanted for the lottery, and then basically in April they tell you if you got, you know, some of the dates that you wanted out of the lottery, and then you plan your hike around that. So you don't really know if you're actually going to get it, you know, because they only allow like so many hikers up the mountain on one day. So you put in like 6 different day options of what, like, days that you are open to being able to do it. So that'll be interesting. It is kind of like, okay, well, if that is the thing now, Chris and I are going to have to start like training for it. We are not in the best shape to be hiking a 17-mile day. Just like lots of trips kind of happening, and we want to do a European trip next spring. We need to look at that, and I'm gonna take the Be in Love With by Makeup Obsessions palette. This is okay. I mean, I like it. It's got like a nice color scheme going on. It's a good like summery and spring palette. If that goes through and we get a spot, we are gonna have to start doing like miles and miles of hiking in, you know, now, like yesterday. But we don't know till April. Yeah, then if we do end up going, we're gonna have to basically hike every weekend until then, just to build up our stamina, and there's no going back. Once you start climbing, like, you gotta keep going. And they say plan for a 12-hour hiking day, which sounds insane to me. It's like, who does that? But maybe we will do that. So it's exciting. It's a little scary and like something I never thought I would do. But if we get picked, I don't know the chances of us getting picked or not. But the sooner we know, the better, because then we can decide on like, okay, do we need to start training for this, or what's the deal here? It is almost spring break, which is super awesome. At my work, I work in a school, so that is nice. I am looking forward to a break. Like October and February is actually what they say is the hardest months of a school year, but in terms of like mental health needs. I forgot, I do like this palette. It's a nice palette. It's not super pigmented. You do have to build it up a little bit, but it's not bad for the drugstore. I think we're just in a stage currently of planning trips and stuff, like what we want the next year-ish of trips to look like, which is always like a little overwhelming. It's exciting, all of those feelings. Update on this CoverGirl Exhibitionist. I don't like it. Takes forever to build up in your lashes. It doesn't keep the curl. This is upsetting. This is what happens when you try to force yourself to try a new mascara. Like, look at the wand. The wand is just, I'm not about the wand. It's not the worst mascara I've ever tried, but it's definitely not the best. Like, you build it up and then it just kind of like goes away. It doesn't like stick to your lashes. Especially when you try to put this on your lower lashes, because the wand is not, it like goes like this. It's really hard to get all of your bottom lashes because there's parts of the wand that are thicker than others. It's just so disappointing that this does not keep a curl. I feel like I go over my lashes like 50,000 times, and then they look nice and then they just fall. All right, you guys, this is the finished makeup look. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed just like sitting down, chatting, catching up, just relaxed. And you know what? I like these types of videos. So again, if you want to see more get readies with me, or like let's hang out while I do my makeup type of videos, let me know that down in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.